That's a whole lot of chicken, rice, and broccoli.
Yes. What's going on, guys? My name is Jake,
I'm Jesus.
and this is your Body Comp Prescription, where we help you navigate through all things health and fitness. Hope you're all having a great day, and be sure to follow us on Instagram at bodycomprx. Jesus, a lot of people lately have been talking about Chris Hemsworth for a couple of reasons, but recently he posted a picture, I believe it was on Instagram, with the director of the Thor, Love and Thunder, the newest Thor movie, right? And he's like wearing a tank top and said, "Hey, we just finished wrapping the movie or whatever." And you know, not to understate anything, but like he looks huge.
This guy looks the biggest I think I've ever seen him. Bigger than and I've seen anyone ever be. It was crazy. I think that's the reason why it's been popping off on social media everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, like the dude is like wearing a tank top, and like I'm pretty sure he said he like wasn't flexing, and it's like, all right, let's not push it, okay? But like, no joke, this guy looks massive, right? Like,
Yeah.
he definitely looks bigger than he's ever been for any other Thor role, and I'm pretty sure that's the only role that he's ever had to be like that big for. And I'm pretty sure he's even like gone on record and said like that's what he was trying to do or whatever. So
Yeah.
mission accomplished, I would guess. But Jesus, I want to remind you, like, this dude is 37.
Wow.
37. I looked it up just to make sure again, right? And like, how has he found a way to put on more muscle than any other role that he's ever done at an age where the ability to build muscle is like extremely difficult? Like I'm 23, almost 24, and I'm struggling to put on 4 or 5 pounds a year.
Yeah.
Like, how's he doing that?
Dude, I saw it. It's funny. I'm pretty sure it was on his Instagram profile. I saw one comment and says that's a whole lot of chicken, rice, and broccoli.
Yes, exactly. And it's funny is there's a lot of people commenting on it, a lot of like celebrities saying, "Oh yeah, like The Rock and stuff," who's also a huge guy, right?
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, congrats, and you look huge," and all this other stuff. And like, that's a whole lot of chicken, broccoli, and rice. You know what I'm saying? But a while back, if you didn't hear, we did a video on celebrity transformations, right? We basically like called out a bunch of people, bunch of actors for using PEDs, for movie roles, for acting and stuff like that. And if you haven't seen that, I did a stellar Chris Hemsworth impression. So if you want to hear that, go check that out. But getting back on track, like, a lot of these actors do use performance enhancing drugs and obviously don't admit to it because, for contractual reasons. Yeah, that's right. And, obviously it makes their work that they did on their physique seem a lot less impressive and stuff like that. But Jesus, are we convinced finally that this is the work of a little extra secret sauce?
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it twisted. We are not hating. I think it's safe to say
yeah.
Jake and I are huge fans of Thor and just
100%.
simply Chris Hemsworth, right, for his physique. But yes, I mean, we think about it realistically, like this guy looks as big as any bodybuilder out there who pretty much, if you don't know, guys, bodybuilders pretty much go on record and it's well known that they do a little stuff to help them, because it's not one of the it's not helpful. I mean, it's not it's not really that possible to do without these performance enhancing drugs. It's just kind of something you need if you want to do it within a short amount of time, and when he's still fairly young. Like, obviously he's on the like latter end of his career, but still 30. You said 37.
Yep.
37 years old. For him to look like that, obviously he's had this physique for quite some time now, but he got even bigger. That's hard at his age. It's just not something you just do naturally overnight.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's definitely getting up there in age, and we don't want to discredit anything. Like, he still had to work his ass off in order to get this stuff done, right? Incredible genetics. Even when you look at him when he's normally walking around, still a really lean guy, very muscular guy. Like, still, like, you can tell he like really cares about his physique, and he really cares about his health and trying to stay in shape, right? But it's definitely. If you're still believing that that was done naturally, I have some bad news for you. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
also, like, I thought this was interesting because if I'm not mistaken, Chris Hemsworth is also supposed to be playing uh, what is it, Hulk Hogan in an upcoming documentary, and you know that could be
Yes.
another reason why he's like trying to get so big. And for those of you who don't know, Hulk Hogan is not Bruce Banner's fucking alter ego name, you know, and he's not the Incredible Hulk Hogan. It's not a fellow Avengers character. He's
Yeah.
a wrestler, right? He was a really famous wrestler, huge guy, 6'7", over 300 pounds.
Pure
You
muscle.
know, yeah, tons of muscle. You know, he was kind of known for having the 24-inch biceps or the 24-inch pythons or whatever he called them, right? You know, so this could be a reason why, you know, Chris Hemsworth is 6'3", still a big dude, but you know, in order to play that, you have to put on some muscle. And I think it's also pretty well known that Hulk Hogan was on some performance enhancing drugs as well. So for someone natural to play someone who's on performance enhancing drugs would be very hard to do, I would say, right?
Yeah, you brought up a good point earlier. We don't want to discredit what they're doing, because I would argue people or celebrities in this case who do take these performance enhancing drugs have to work harder than the average person, have to work harder than you and I, because they have like all these tools and access to basically get this big, like how Chris
Mm-hmm.
Hemsworth just did. But he has to put the time and work into it. He can't just be like, cool, shoot it up, and then I'll wake up tomorrow and I'll be looking even bigger. This guy has to break everything down to the T. And it's really crazy. You said how he's playing the Hulk Hogan
Mm-hmm.
documentary. That might be another reason why he did it. He figured he might as well kill two birds with one stone.
Exactly.
But you know crazy stuff there.
Yeah, I mean, again, when you're on performance enhancing drugs, you don't just again wake up the next day and you're like magically huge. You know what I'm saying? You still have to train hard. Your nutrition still matters, just like for a natural person, you know.
Hmm.
But again, you know, you also have to consider that he is an actor and he is getting paid for this. You know, what's a couple of dollars and a little bit of health risks, because it's still under the control of some physicians. I would almost guarantee it.
Yeah.
But what's the minor health risks in that case for a fantastic role and a big payday to take care of his family and blah blah blah, like that's a pretty big incentive. And if he goes half-assed to this role, right, like it may not be good for his career, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So but yeah, I think I want to end it there. We won't get too deep. And I just want to reiterate, like, we're fans of Chris Hemsworth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the Thor movies. He was in Star Trek. I like Star Trek, Men in Black, all that stuff, right? It was good
Hmm.
movies, right? You know, but I think when actors do this kind of stuff, aka like performance enhancing drugs, right? It almost makes the roles a lot more believable, right? And as fans of movies, right, we like actually like love seeing that dedication to a role. Like some of these actors do these things, and one, they wouldn't be believable if he didn't do a little bit of test. And it's cool to see that they're actually taking this stuff seriously. It's their job, and they're really actually putting their best foot forward and all their effort into it, because again, they have to do their training, their nutrition, and they're also putting their health at risk for doing this stuff too. So we love to see it. So don't get it twisted. We're not hating. We just wanted to tell you about this because it's been blowing up all over social media, and we thought we would weigh in, give our 2 cents. But we hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to comment your thoughts down below, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.